YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back on Total War Attila in the Himyar campaign, and I'm gonna try. Just gonna try and see what happens here. I've got the Garamantians potentially coming in from the west. Something tells me we haven't heard from these guys, and worries me a little bit. I know they're out there, and then I'm kind of, running all over the place over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that army back just for safety, and we're gonna keep trying to catch this little army that's trying to avoid me, which is really quite irritating, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and do the research that will allow me to build the better sanitation building, and honestly, I think I'm going to try and just turtle for a few turns, let the Sassanids deal with this unrest that I'm spreading up here, and just kind of see how we can handle this situation. I'd like to take this priest back over here to help counteract the effects of this companionship tents, but I just can't, and I don't think that we're able to make we're just not able to make more priests, not at this Imperium level. I don't know if that ever goes up or not, because I know that they cut down on the number of agents in general, as far as what you can have in Total War Attila. Let's go ahead and end this turn. We've got a skill that we can divvy out to this governor. Just go ahead and reduce the construction cost, I guess. There we go. Let's end this turn, get that research done. It's going to take all of our money, but like I said, I kind of want to just turtle for a little while, build a few buildings to help my economy. That way I can kind of fill out these other armies I have, because in my current state, I'm not going to be able to effectively assert any type of dominance against my enemies, because there's just too many of them. I'm going to have several very capable armies in order to have any real impact. I do not have a ton of provinces, but with a few changes we could certainly make more money out of the provinces that we have. Actually, I'm thinking about taking that one priest back across to Arabia Felix to counteract the companionship tents, and then we can move the one from Alexandria back down, because it's already revolting anyway. Yeah, let's do that so that I can then upgrade those companionship tents, because there's a lot of money to be had there, so this is kind of a waste of time for this agent. Let's bring them back down here. Let's take this agent out of his agent stance and bring him... Nope. Yes, there you go. Bring him down here. Berenice, we can build a gold mine. If I tear down this building now, though, it's going to cut even further into my income, so let's wait a few turns until I've earned a little bit of my income back. And let's go ahead and start research here where the palace and the gardens are at. That could potentially be helpful to us as well. And then we can upgrade to this... Is that what I think? No, that's the wrong type of building down here. I'd rather go to that one. +4 to all regions. Do I need that down here, though? 3-8. Yeah, I only have one sanitation there, so I can't upgrade the thread maker, which would actually be quite helpful, too. Let's see, this one's sanitation 7, but it doesn't give it to all provinces, so yes, this is a problem. We need to convert over to this building here. It will eat up a little food, but food is plentiful at the moment, so it won't matter. And then we need to convert this building, too, once we get some more money. Let's go ahead and end another turn. Gonna get that army moving back, just in case the Lochmids try and double back on me, which they very well could. AI is kind of stupid like that. Look, and indeed they did. How did I know? This does not surprise me. Those morons led me off on a goose chase just so they could double back and come try and raid my lands while I was gone. The AI is so non-confrontational. Look at this, the Garamantians come pitched camp. Interesting. Well, let's take a look at things. Let's just get moved back here to this city, so we'll cut off the Lochmids. These morons have moved down here and just gone into a raiding stance, so let's go down there and get them before they wreck any more of my public order. Looks like we got an upgrade over here to take care of on this guy. Let's try something else too. Let's take care of the upgrade, but let's see if there's anything we can change that gives him more. Yeah, look right here, more campaign movement range. There we go. Boom. Now I might be able to actually catch those guys. I'm gonna give him that replenishment boost so that they can replenish troops faster. We've got Berenice covered. I mean, if the Garamantians want to attack me here, I'm happy to take that attack. I'll beat them badly. I'm not going to attack their fort. There's an ambush stance, but I don't know what chance that would have of working. Even if I were to come out here and to drop an ambush on them, because they'd have to come through the ambush zone. So I don't think that that's probably the best idea. Let's move down here with this priest. And we're going to put him there. And then this one, let's keep moving back home. Good, good, good. So like I said, doing a little bit of turtling, but I think it'll pay off in the end. So we'll just be patient here. Reinforcement range, huh? Fatigue rate. +2 unit experience for all recruits. That might be kind of interesting. Alright. More upgrades. It's a governor, though. What else is here that's going to be minus corruption in the governed province? We'll open that one up for the next one. Okay, let's end the turn. We'll get a little bit of extra money this turn. And let's just see what we can do to try and build a little economy. And just protect the lands that we have. Look, the Lockman's taken off. The AI this is ridiculous. They have way more stacks than me, and all they're going to do is just march around me. It's very, very timid of them. And hopefully it comes back to bite them in the butt. And I hope the Garamantians attack me too. I'd love the opportunity to humble them. Look at that, the Armenians going and raiding roads. Yeah, please do. Bring all the stacks you want. Be happy to take a piece of you down here with me. I wonder if they're going to be taking attrition. Actually, I don't want them sieging me because it's going to damage my buildings and take away more money. So I'm actually going to attack them. Looks like there were some Sassanid separatists that were just destroyed too. Yeah, I'm going to attack these guys because I don't want them taking away my income. They know darn well what they're doing, and I'm not a big fan of it. Right now, though, there's no one threatening Berenice. This is kind of risky. But since they want to siege me, I'm going to move up here. These guys... No one's taking attrition here. And I've got a lot of time, so I'm going to pull up my reinforcements and then attack those guys. It could be risky because we could lose some... Okay, we got the public baths completed here. We don't have enough money to upgrade again, but that alone should have helped. Good, it did help, which means that I can increase the thread maker to a weaver, which will definitely get me some more money as well. Very, very good. And we can bring this priest up here and go into his agent stance. Let's go ahead and garrison this army for protection. These chatterheads are going to try and get down here, and then these chatterheads are going to try and get in behind me over here, so I'm just going to have to garrison my cities and just keep chasing these dopes off until I get enough money to train up more armies. So it's about all I can do for this turn in. Let's go ahead and end another one. I'm hoping if we can kill those two Garamantian armies, we can get them to sue for peace, because I'm assuming that that probably represents a substantial part of their armed forces. I doubt the Garamantians have large holdings. And it looks like the Sassanid encroachment into Asia Minor has at least been slowed. It'd be nice if they'd push back, actually do some work. But perhaps that's a sign that the Sassanids have taken some weakening. Now these guys are going to run around me and go after my reinforcements now. Very clever, these guys. But I should be able to retreat away from them. And the Garamantians broke the siege and are trying to re-siege now, but they may have lost their reinforcement range, which means I may be able to destroy them one by one. We will see. We'll see whether that was a mistake or whether it works out good for the AI. And I'm losing even more income because of this crap. We'll give our blessing because none of my guys are married anyway. I cannot... Actually, I can get into reinforcement range here. Which means that this army is now singled out by my 2, and with this many... Or no, it's not. My guys were not in reinforcement range. But we can still single out this single Garamantin army, so let's go ahead and fight them and destroy them. And then we'll need to repair the buildings in the settlement and get rid of the other Garamantian army. If I can defeat these guys, I almost wish I had a little force I could send out over there to go nuke their settlement that's up in Peritinian, so that I could, or have whatever that settlement is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but if I could get over there and nuke that one, that would certainly discourage any more Garamantin involvement in my affairs. I'm going to keep my guys in a relatively thick formation. Well, thick for Attila. Because they're going to be in a relatively compact formation, I'm going to go ahead and be compact as well. That way my guys will be better braced for charges. And let's see, got my archers here if I need them. I'm going to take them off fire at will, get them ready to take out cavalry. And I've got my camels ready on the flanks, and I'll support with my desert chieftain or whatever this thing is too. Should get reinforcements. I'll run them up, but I really just mostly want the cavalry. It's going to be the most helpful here, I believe. Go ahead and run my reinforcements up. They do not have any type of onager, which is good. They've got a mercenary Garamantin lancer there, which is a shock cavalry, so I'm going to actually go ahead and get into shield wall formation, let my guys continue forward. That lancer's coming in anyway, which means it's actually going to get a ton of kills right here because my guys are relatively spread out. Okay, it's time to cease my advance here and just go ahead and all my guys are reforming now due to a weird glitch with the way that formation works. I'm going to attack those guys. Let's move this cavalry up. The Garamantin Lancers are now trying to just pull through the opposite direction of where they charged in. So I do imagine that that's going to damage them quite badly. Let's get these spears up on the flanks. Move up the armored camels. Now some of you have been asking me for more close-ups on this game. I'd love to give you some, but I can't because the battle is so fast. By the time I gave you close-up, my troops would be dead. Unfortunate, but true. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the back of that engagement. I'm gonna use my cheap reinforcing cav to tie down a bunch of these slingers and then bring my armored camel warriors to bear on the back of this infantry engagement. And let's get my camel warriors away from that engagement. This right here is a juicy target. And I'm going to get in here and try and take out some more juicy targets. And we'll take care of those skirmishers later. I'm just throwing away my garrison units because they do not matter. My armored camels are smashing up the enemy infantry quite badly. Indeed he is. Okay, armored camel warriors are wrapping up the center, and then we should be able to get after all these skirmishers, which are beginning to rout anyway. I lost one of my units somewhere. Don't know which unit it was, but it does not matter. Oh, it was one of my spear units. Let's attack that desert legionary defector. That's the one that's causing me some issues. And let's attack that desert spear in the back. And let's take these cavalry and let's start running down enemy routing troops. I'm actually going to continue the battle momentarily and wipe out some of the routing Garmontians. Let's actually go after these guys because they're a little further away. Same thing, you all get them. And let's see, we got legionary defectors, desert levy. Let's desert spears, go chase some of these guys down. Yeah, I just want to kill as many of these guys as I can at this point. 29, there's actually quite a few units off that direction that I don't have any cavalry ready to... Oh yeah, I do right here. Let's come out here and get some of these guys. This unit's got more men in it, so go after that one. And I'll use my axemen to chase these guys over here. And we'll see if my bows can catch up to these guys. Probably not, but just do what we can. The camels are not very fast, so they're not going to give me a very big speed advantage over infantry. Got the desert hurlers. Let's go get those hurlers. Like I said, I need to cause as much damage to the Garmontians as possible in order to convince them that suing for peace would be the proper plan. There we go. These two units just got jacked up. And those units are all jacked up. Let's just keep getting the job done here. 13 left there, only 8 left there, so we're probably safe. These 38 hurlers, we can go ahead and just take a quick look, try and get you some close up here at the end. Desert Chieftain chasing down these hurlers. You can see how slow the Desert Chieftain is at this point from probably being tired. Covered in blood as well. Knocking over hurlers. They're not going to get a good charge. The charge mechanics are kind of wonky whenever you're trying to hit people from behind that are fleeing from you. You don't usually get the best charges, actually. You do get the attack in the rear penalty, which is helpful, but anyway, there we go. Got a decisive victory, and we should have plenty of troops left to get another decisive victory over the remaining... over our remaining enemies, getting a lot of kills on the camel warriors. That's good. We want to just keep driving up their chevronage and just make them more and more effective. So I am going to take on warriors. That army will actually get away with a couple of units, which is irritating, but not the end of the world. I've now got enough movement points that we can attack this army down here too. And we'll just, in one quick turn here, take care of the Garmontians. Actually, now if I attack the Garmontians, I don't get reinforcements. Now that's irritating. We'll have to just catch them on the next turn, because this army is out of movement points. So that's pretty irritating, but we'll catch them on the next turn. Let's go ahead and see if we can start repairing. It's going to take a little bit of what little money I have to repair this stuff. And because those buildings are damaged, I think it's having an impact on my sanitation. Either that or my sanitation was poor already. Could be that. If they keep coming and managing to siege my towns, even for a turn, it's going to have a big impact on me, which is frustrating that they can so easily disrupt my finances, but I can't hope to do the same thing to them because all the AI factions get ridiculous cheats, both in income and an upkeep cost. Yep, there they go. Gonna run off to where I can't catch them now. So, gonna have to give chase to him, but if I do, to potentially open up Berenice and other settlements. The idiots from Macron are still running around like a bunch of chowderheads, and that Lockmut army is taken off too. That is just straight irritating. We have enough money to upgrade this Henshin house, which would give us more income, yet still.
We fight for you, my lord. At your
And I cannot catch this unit, or that army. This is wildly frustrating at this point. I can't go half as far as they were able to on that turn. But I'm going to just keep my two armies together like this. And if these guys attack this settlement, fine. I'll catch them and destroy them on the end of this next turn. So we'll take care of them one way or the other. They won't live that long. So the Weaver will be completed down there, which is good. And I do think that I'm probably... I've got another building unlocked down here too, finally. Which would be pretty helpful. If we do... Polo pitch... Gardens... Palace gives me some decent wealth from culture and additional tax rate, which is nice. But it takes a lot of food. Library just gives me a little bit of research rate with some money. The polo pitch gives me money and great public order. That could be pretty useful. I can build the polo pitch, I just don't have enough money at this point. Let's go ahead and upgrade there. It'll be worthwhile in the end, I think. Hopefully we can get a little bit of money churning here. There's only so much I'm going to be able to do for the economy with such a small land area under my control, but at the same time, I mean, it's difficult for me to spread out and attain more lands. Being stretched this thin, we're going to have to gain some victories here. If I could get an extra army together, I could just go nuke some of the Garmontine homelands. They've now run off because they're a bunch of dorks. And this Macron army is just downright irritating. Those guys are like little Johnny Lives a lot when it comes to getting away. Oh wait. Let's come here real quick and give me one of those armored camel warriors, so that this army is now back up to snuff. This one can come back over here, and then this army can come back up here.
To your duties, men.
Alright. Got that guy deployed, so we should be helping the public order. Public order is going to calm down. It's just because people have been attacking and religious differences. The religious differences should start to... Well, I'd hoped they would start to clear up some, but they're actually not. So, public order here may be in trouble, but we can handle any rebellions, and it would be a while before it happened anyway. These guys always hanging out right outside my range, which is typical at this point. I have a little bit more money now, and that's even without completing some of this stuff. That's really quite nice. I need to convert this building. But let's see what else we can do here. What can we get from the industry? So tile maker, an adobe dryer, mosaic. Ooh, so much squalor there. Doesn't seem like that would really be worth it. What can we get down this line? If we go bazaar, I do need some spies, and that would give me some extra boost. Marib Dam. Actually, we probably need Kanat Network, sanitation plus 5 to all regions. Right now, sanitation's plus 7. Squalor. Food consumption. Marib Dam. Plus 5 fertility bonus. Huh. Yeah, I think... Wow, this one gives plus 4 sanitation to all regions. So actually this building might be able to help me offset what I need to whenever I build it. Yeah, we could build this. So it gives me extra research rate, religious influence. But it's not doing anything else for me except for eating food. And that one's just going to spread the paganism, which we don't need. We get here. We could get extra food reserves plus the sanitation, but it wouldn't apply to all provinces here. Having to kind of think this one through. That one gives the +5. That's 8 and 11, so we're in pretty good shape there. And then eventually I could upgrade this, and it should give me more to all regions. So what if... I mean, we could do the workshops, but that's eventually just going to add a lot of... Oh, the lead deposit. But then we don't have any trade routes, really, for the lead deposit to be of any value for me, because I can't trade it. I mean, depends on whether or not we think we have lead. Yeah, I mean, this just gives me lead to trade, and without any trade routes, it's not going to do me a whole lot of good. So probably not a lot of sense in building that right now. I mean, I think the polo pitch is the way to go here. Food's not an issue at the moment, so probably no need to fight that. Polo pitch should cover me from a public order standpoint. So the real question is whether we want to build something here. So basically, you see, this one right here, this Oriental Market, would end up giving me more wealth at less squalor and public order penalty than going down the industry chain. So that would probably be better in the end. That one just uses food, but it's not the best amount of wealth here, though it does give a nice research boost. This Imperial Palace eats the snot out of food. But boy, that would be nice right there. You get champions, extra tax rate, plus 16 public order, and all you have to do is pay for food. So that's plus 21. That one's plus 16. 100 food consumption, 160, but I get all that extra wealth and the tax rate, and I get to recruit champions. I kind of do want to build the palace here. So what if I just do this tree here and get the little bit of food to help offset it, plus the sanitation boost in this province, and that sanitation would help undo the squalor that's going to be coming from this building and from any of the others that, well, none of the others do it except for this city center. But the extra food boost would be kind of nice, I think. Definitely interesting as far as our options go. Let's just try it. I don't have the money to build it this turn, so let's just hold off and end the turn. Sorry I'm having to think about this. I just want to make sure I get it right. Need to make the best choices here so that we can get some money fired up. I didn't have to worry about economy building near as much as the Sassanids, because you're basically just getting huge wealth off of your puppet states. So makes it a lot simpler in terms of where you're going to get your wealth from. West Romans, man, they've got Sassanid client states all over them. Armenia, apparently. Looks like Macron's finally thinking about retreating back into their own territory. They're suffering attrition, so that army has got to be quite small. Looks like the East Romans just continue to suffer setbacks, which doesn't surprise me. The AI tends to whip up on the Romans pretty badly in this game. So let's see, we can go ahead and go back and protect Oxyrhynchus, and we can get these guys, and public order is going to solidify now, which is good. Governor's Palace, and then Grand Palace is the one. Imperial, is it Imperial Guard? No, it's Grand Palace, I think. And then eventually Imperial Palace would be the awesome one. But that would take us a little while to get there. Not to say it's not worth the work. Armored Himyarite Shotalai, replace the Himyarite Shotalai. Some of the camel research, that'd be good. Baltha Defenders, replace Baltha Warriors. That could be kind of helpful to make my infantry better. So let's start working on that. We've got a few buildings to upgrade for the time being, so that's not going to hurt anything. We do need more money. Let's see, Palace versus the Polo Pitch. Seems like I'm just going to go with the I'm going to go with the polo pitch in some of the provinces and the palace over here in my home province. Yeah, that's what I'll do. If we do the palace, anything else that would give me public order would be kind of handy, to be honest. And we're so set for food that I probably shouldn't be concerned about it. So how about let's go ahead and just do the plaza here. I wonder how each province is set for food. Exports food, exports food. How much? So this is the amount of food this province produces. So we're producing 220. Okay, yeah, so we're 100 food in the positive there. We don't want to get a negative disparity with food, because then we lose 25% due to food shortage in that province. So good, good, good. I think we're set. We can actually probably focus on getting the gold mine here. Let's go ahead and tear down the thread maker and rebuild it into the gold structure. I don't know if I can eat the extra squalor everywhere though. Wait a minute, is the squalor higher on the gold one? Because it could be. We may need to build this Connaught network. We do need to build that actually. And then let's, but we can go ahead and convert it, and we'll start building up the other stuff. So it should work out one way or the other. I'm gonna save some money for a turn since I don't have a lot. Got a general here that needs some traits. Armor for the commander's unit, morale for the commander's, battle movement speed, commander's unit, shield training +5 for melee infantry. Okay, sure, why not? Integrity, morale, -10 morale for enemies in the local region, and wow, +5 tax rate, and public order in the local province, public order up to +5 from the presence of Judaism. Wow, this one's great too, right here, this ambitious magistrate. We'll take that, heck. Means wherever he's at, he's going to be helping out quite a bit. There we go. This guy just became a lot more helpful in this province. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Looks like another faction's in control of Alexandria now. Might be a good time to see if we can strike while the iron's hot. I just really lack the ability to protect my land better than I am without more money, and so that's why I'm kind of crazed right now about trying to improve my economy. It would really help to get some trade partners, but I'm sure that it would be quite difficult for me to obtain a whole lot of trade right now. Are the East Romans going to fight back there at Antioch? Looks like they're... yeah, I don't know, we'll see. They just put a whole bunch of armies to sea there. We'll see. Put them to sea. See how that happened there? Oy. Carmontians just got beat down by the East Romans. Maybe they will be in a position here where they might be looking for a little peace treaty.
We are not a friend for the new moon and an enemy in the old.
Pontus hates the Lochmids. They're not at war with anybody else, but they probably will be at war with the East Romans eventually. I don't need a military alliance with such a weak faction that's so far away. That wouldn't make any sense. Got some guys that we can put back into public office. I'm going to zoom out here on the old family tree so I can see. Let's get some guys in. Oh wait, they can go all the way up to this one here. But Master of Infantry is not going to do me a whole lot of good right now, so I'd be better off to put them in these positions. 'Cause this one... unit upkeep, replenishment. This one actually gives me... yeah, that doesn't give me a whole lot either. We'll just fill these. Just get these guys in office somewhere there, it's fine. Because whatever little bonus I can get, I'll take it. Who's in control up here now? Looks like Egypt, so it's a new faction. And let's go into the old diplomacy here and see what Garamantia thinks about getting a peace treaty. Moderate chance of success. Let's see if it works. Yes, good. Didn't even have to pay them. Good. Now the Garamantians will get off my case, which means that I can focus on taking Alexandria, which is precisely what I want. I'm going to declare war on Egypt.
Let them cower before
The Garmontians are in my way. How appropriate.
will escape. Besieging
If those guys betray me, I swear I will kill them. Now that is a lot of Cairo ballista. That seems a little bit ridiculous. Let's kind of continue the siege there. If those guys come out to fight me, though, they will be in bad shape. I really would rather keep Berenice occupied with this army rather than Oxyrhynchus because of the peace treaty we just made with the Garmontians, but who knows, those guys are snotty little betrayers, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. My income definitely took a nice boost from completing this. As we upgrade it, it's just going to hurt Squalor and the state religion. So part of me almost wonders, maybe I should have built the religious building here. That's probably what I should do. +6 sanitation. We get sanitation. We need to convert this one so that I can potentially upgrade it. And let's... What is the religious building cost? Let's tear this down. Cancel the construction there. What is the religious building? Just consumes food. Quite a lot of food. And how are we set for food here? We're in the positive by 100. We can make that a little better here. Can we eat the sanitation? Yes, we can. So we can upgrade that to a wheat farm. So that would be +4 to Judaism. This one would be +5. And right now we're at -9. But I have the priest over here spreading it as well. So we should be in the positive. From what I can see. Making better at inspire troops, persuade foreign agents. So overall we should be seeing Judaism on the rise here. Good, it is. So, and if we upgrade this again, it's only going to increase that by another 2, which I'm guessing... Let's take a look at the breakdown here. Right here, Judaism. 6, so... Characters are giving 30. -6. I think we can keep it going. I mean, let's just build it and see. I need the extra boost to income from this badly. Badly, badly, badly. And if we go here, we could actually boost out the extra food, but we wouldn't need the food a whole lot of that. Actually, the food could be handy in this province just so we could upgrade the cities and everything too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build this one here that gives me the extra sanitation plus the food. Why not? Let's just give it a shot. So, should be able to get started on it. Alright, let's end the turn. Sorry folks, I'm trying to be somewhat strategic here with my economy. I could be wrong. I don't know what the best combinations are. We'll just try some of this out and see, to be quite honest. And if I don't like it, I can double back and we'll see how we do. Looks like the Sassanids beat back the East Romans badly there. Outside of Tarsus, and then took Tarsus. So the East Romans are losing more ground to the Sassanids, which is all the more reason that I need to be putting pressure on them because they are only growing more powerful. The Nenkimpoopish East Romans cannot defend themselves against the Griff Panvar spam, though the Sassanids have been oddly quiet on my front. And so have their client states. I'm going to go ahead and decree that. Got the offices secured. Okay, money is going up nicely. Let's go ahead and build this Hetara's court, or whatever it is. get that extra boost to income, and then we'll upgrade this to the one that gives us some extra food in this province too. Should be in pretty stellar shape at that point. These chatterheads are out there raiding, which does not make me happy. But I'm not going to go chasing them. I know how that works out. Both those settlements are still sacked. So, I mean, we're pretty safe over here. Sacking those settlements definitely got the Sassanids off my case. I don't know what the deal is with the AI there or why they do that, but it definitely bought me some peace and quiet for the time being. Preach doom to foreign armies. My priests are quite capable, they just don't have anything to do right now. We got a building we can build here too. We can build up the gold mine too. I will do so as my money starts to feed back in here. And I should have plenty of money to upgrade my guys to Baltha defenders. Nice to have some peace with the Garamantians. I hope it stays that way. Part of me almost wonders if I could fire up some trade with them if I take Alexandria. Alexandria should give me the ability to open trade routes, which would help a great deal. Looks like a very... Is that a big stack? I can't tell. It could be a full stack. It could be... I think it's a full stack. It is. So they're throwing a full stack at me out here, which means that I have to answer, so I'm actually going to see if I can chase these guys off once and for all, and then come assist against this full stack that I've got. This character probably can have an impact. Encourage mutiny. Compromise command. That's probably just going to hurt their integrity, which I don't know that that really is going to hurt them all that much. I'm just going to leave him sitting there. I'm not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and build up the gold mine over here. So gold veins, 600 on the first one. Jumps to 1200, 15. That's not even that great, honestly, for the public order penalties that I get smacked down with there. Now this, the goldsmith, that seems a little better. It's from 1200 to 2000 rather than to 1500, and then all the way up to 3000 in a 15 trade agreement tariffs. Yeah, that could be handy. That definitely could be handy, especially in open trade. So I definitely need to get a hold of jewels, and maybe we can convert that over. For the time being, I guess I'll just take what little bit we can get from the gold veins. It's not really my favorite building there based on what I'm seeing, but like I said, we'll take what we can get. Okay. I think we're in good shape to go ahead and end another turn. At least the income's up a little bit. Should continue to climb unless we get some unfortunate attacks here. Sieging Zafar is going to hurt me, and that's almost certainly what that Sassanid rump state's going to do. And that will certainly hurt my income a great deal and cause me to have to repair a bunch of buildings. I don't know how that Macron army out there hasn't, like, mutinied. Atropatene is the one who's about to siege me, I believe. Let's see what they do. They've got an agent down there, apparently, too. Yep, they're going to just end around me is what they're going to try and do, and they're going to do the same. I'm just going to let those guys end around me. I don't think their army's strong enough to take that settlement unless they've hired. Nope, no peace treaty. Okay, let's see what we can do here. And they succeeded in misdirecting my army, which is great. I'm going to have to go down here, but then they'll probably just turn around and siege Zafar, and so I'm going to lose a lot of money. I don't think these guys are capable of taking that settlement, so I'm going to let them try if they think they can. And then I'm going to come down here and pin this army in and destroy them. So that's going to be my goal. I'm going to be a little bit behind them. But yeah, I don't think these guys are capable of taking that city. They're just too few in number. So I think I can take them out. And how many turns till I get siege equipment? I have siege equipment here. It's giving the Romans a pretty nice advantage. Let's do a... Well, I mean, I could do a siege battle here. But all I have is a few siege towers. Probably wouldn't hurt to siege just a little bit longer. And I could actually go ahead and fight the siege battle. They're probably not on this episode, though, because I'm out of time. Hope you all have enjoyed this one. Heir of Carthage, signing off for now.